Welcome back, guys. I am gonna have to redo that last segment that I did. Reason being, I realized that the feed was very poor, and I've realized that persons could not hear all of what I was saying about that in that story. So I'm gonna redo that particular segment. I was saying before that the U.S. ambassador to Jamaica, Don Tapia, says he's offering a 5,000 US dollars reward in conjunction with the JSPCA that will lead to the arrest and conviction of the perpetrator of what he tweeted as horrific crime. The horrific crime that he's referring to is what appeared to be a dog being fed to an alligator at a pond in Portmore, St. Catherine. This action was captured on video and circulated on social media. Appeared to be the alligator in the pond, right? And I could not see the guys. They were off screen, but the guys were laughing off screen. I couldn't see them, but they were laughing. Okay, now I don't know if that's the full video. If the ambassador saw more, uh, that he was calling horrific, right? However, and don't get me wrong, guys. Let me put this in context. I am an animal lover. I love animals. They are God's creatures, right? And they were created for us. But don't get it twisted. They were created at the top of the food chain, right? And these animal rights people keep on putting us at the bottom of the food chain. And it is not politically correct, I know. All right? But I'm not here to be politically correct. And like I told you, I'm here because my people are here to set some records straight. We, as human beings, are supposed to have dominion over animals. Not you guys need to stop it. Stop putting animal rights above people's lives and human rights. Okay? Our rights are more important than animal rights. I love animals. However, excuse me. Yeah, yes, I'm back on. I'm back on. Thanks. Yeah, I'm back on. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so my friend is letting me know that the feed dropped. So I understand. Every time the feed drops, she lets me know that the feed drops. Sis, yes, it is. 5,000 US dollars to arrest persons for giving a dog to a crocodile. Really? We are going through a pandemic. We don't have the resources in Jamaica. We have some money in reserve. I take 20% for myself, and you can give the 80 or the 80% to other persons who are in need. Yeah, because we're not condoning what these guys did, but you have your priorities mixed up. Your priorities are skewed. Your priority at this point during this COVID-19 pandemic, sir, is not a $5,000 reward to persons to turn in persons who threw dogs to crocodiles. Regardless, people are dying of hunger here. People have children. I said, Mommy, Daddy, what are we going to eat? And I know for a fact right now, persons, if they have a little flour and little mackerel, they have a lot right now. Because we're on a lockdown. We're not, okay, we're not on a lockdown, but you know, understand what I'm saying to you, right? We're under curfew and we're told to stay home. And there are persons right now in Jamaica, they're living from day to day, not even paycheck to paycheck. They're not getting a paycheck. So it's not paycheck to paycheck. They're living from day to day where the husband go on the road to see if he can hustle something to bring home for the family. Yeah? Right now, we're having that in Jamaica. And if he has some flour and a tin of mackerel, he has a lot, and you're taking up 5,000 US dollars to pay somebody to snitch on guys who threw a dog to a crocodile. And I didn't even see them story, but like I said, I might not have seen all of the video, but the fact still remains. You understand? That is not our priority at this point in time. during this COVID-19 pandemic. And we have to, and those Jamaicans who are agreeing with the ambassador, you, Mr. Ambassador, we all need to learn these lessons to show love and compassion to our fellow human beings. These guys are wrong. They're foolish. And we understand that. But the solution in prison, the solution is to teach them. Yes? My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. If education is the key, you see, we do not want to spend money on education to teach people. Yeah? We don't want to spend the money. We want to keep people illiterate. And when we keep them illiterate, and when they do foolish things, we throw them in jail and we throw away the keys. That's not the solution. That is not the solution, sir. Okay? I'm begging and I'm imploring you to withdraw that reward that you've offered and use that money to feed some Jamaicans who right now are in need, who focus at this point in time. And I'm sorry if I come across very strong on this matter, but it really pains my heart that I am seeing still in the 21st century. Bob Marley said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds, and we're still mentally enslaved. We still have that background mentality, and we need to get out of that background mentality. We have no slave masters. We are free people, and we need to act like free people. People who have been taught, right from wrong. You went to Sunday school, you know right from wrong. Don't look at the ministers who are supposed to lead by example and are not leading by example. Don't look at them. Every man has to work out his own salvation before the Lord God Almighty. You can't tell God about Mary Jane, Pastor so-and-so, Reverend so-and-so who is not living right. You have to live right. You have to be in right standing with your Creator, Father God Almighty. Okay? And what He says, love Him and love your neighbor as yourself. Let's start to show love, man. Love is an action word. I keep on saying it. It's a doing word. It's not what you say, it's what you do. Okay? You need to show love. And even if these guys are wrong, and yes, I know, okay, let me not say even if, yes, these guys are wrong, but I am saying to you, show love and compassion to them by showing them the right way, teaching them the right way, okay? Not throwing them behind bars and throwing away the key. That's not the solution. So stop offering your money to people, and then people are going to grab it because we are so desperate, you understand, that we're going to jump on the 5,000 go and find these persons to stitch on them. That's not the solution. Okay? People are in need right here. So use that money wisely, sir, is my imploration to you. I'm sorry if I come across very strong. I do not mean any disrespect to you. But I'm saying, understand me? I'm not. And I'm saying to you, sir, that you're wrong in this instance. And those persons who are supporting you are also wrong in this instance. Human life means something. Okay? Our lives are valuable. We are at the top of the food chain, and we're not going to put us at the bottom of the food chain. Okay? All right. And that's all I'm going to say on that for now. It's a developing stories, guys, so I might have more to say later. Yeah. And I really want to go international and talk about this also, because US President Donald Trump is a sign, I think he has done it by now, signed an executive order today prohibiting immigration into the US, right? And he said that he does it because of the fact that he wants the jobs for the Americans. And I hear that the people are, cursing Donald Trump, and they're saying all manner of negative things about him. But there's a saying, you got to walk a mile in my shoe to know people are out of a job, guys. I will have the exact number for you tomorrow or another day. And so the number of persons who filed for unemployment in the US, but it was in the millions with an M, who filed for unemployment in the US during this COVID-19. And he wants to ensure that the US citizens have jobs, as a result of which he is curtailing, so there will be no visa applicants. So, but here's the point, and this goes for not only Jamaica. I'm saying if you're in China, if you're in Timbuktu, if you're in Nigeria, if you're in South Africa, if you're in the Barbados, wherever, it doesn't matter where you are. I am saying to you guys, okay, you can't get to go to the United States of America. They said if you get lemons, use the lemons and make lemonade. You see what I'm doing right here? I'm told to stay home, right? I was employed and I became unemployed, right? I was self-employed, I became self-employed. Such a word, right? I don't sit down and say, okay, I am unemployed. I'm not employed. I'm not self-employed. I'm not doing anything. Let me watch movies on Netflix. Let me just watch some videos on YouTube. Let me just this and let me that. And granted, I'm not getting paid for doing this. But guess what? This is a practice, right? Because I expect that after doing this, I am going to either monetize this at some point in time when my audience has grown and hopefully be able to earn some income from it. Or somebody will see it and say, you know what? She has some talent. Let me employ her. Yeah. It's a plan. So it goes without saying. The point of doing it is, of course, to give you information. So that's how it works. You give something and you get something in return. So you go to work, your employer pay you a salary. That's how it works. So if I give you valuable information, then I should get something in return for it. That's how it's supposed to work. Of course, right now, what I'm getting is intrinsic value because I enjoy doing this, guys. I enjoy sharing information with you because I love to share knowledge. That's just me. So even though I'm not being paid for doing this, I'm enjoying doing this, guys, because I love to do what I'm doing. Yeah, this is something that I love to do. I love journalism. Yeah, it's my first career, right? Journalism. Yeah, I told you guys I used to work back in the day with the Jamaica Herald newspaper. Yeah, so I love journalism, and so I do this because just for you do. Some of you have land, guys. Agriculture, I tell you, COVID-19 is a blessing in disguise. Because tell you what, many of you have land that is just wallowing away, not doing a thing, and you can go and you can farm that land. Some of you can raise chickens, right? Raise pigs, raise cows, raise goats, raise sheep, raise whatever. Yeah. Some of you can make things. I see some, oh my God, we are so face masks that keep me off the system. So even though I wanted to play the feed for you today, I'm gonna try and play the feed for you tomorrow instead of play today. But even in the United Kingdom, they're having a problem with protective equipment, personal protective equipment, PPE. They're having a problem with that, even in the UK, right? And all over the world, people are having problems with PPE, getting masks, right? Proper mask to wear. You can make some masks. Some of you are good tailors and dressmakers. You can make some masks and sell the mask to the health sector and just the people in general because we're not all of us need to wear masks and we don't have enough masks. I personally don't know how to make masks, but guess what? I made my own mask. I turned dressmaker and made my own mask. Yes, okay. But then, okay, you can make the masks with you because you have the skills as a dressmaker or a tailor, and you can sell these masks. Yeah, that's something you can do. You can also make the doctors wear the apron that they wear over the protective, part of PPE equipment, so that if there's blood or other excrement, it doesn't catch onto their uniform and things like that. You can make these things. Yes. Yeah. Look around. What is needed? Think about what the things that are needed and say, what can I do? What kind of skills do I have? Can I create something? Can I make something? Can I do something? Yeah. So it's not about running to other countries, guys. That's what COVID-19 is teaching us, right? So even when they do lift the sanctions and start to issue visas again, you can say, guess what? I don't want your visa. Or I don't want to put so much in trying to make ends meet, in trying to get business done. Yeah? Ah, look like my feed is gone again. Excuse me. Welcome back, guys. Sorry about that. This is definitely the last segment for sure. Okay, and we'll pick up again tomorrow. Right? I was saying to you that we, as a people, both in Jamaica and around the world, we don't have to act as if going to another country is problems. Yeah, what we need is for the government in the countries all over the world, right, implement programs and set up systems that does not make it difficult for persons to go into business. For example, many of us want to be entrepreneurs. You understand? Many of us are entrepreneurs. I was self-employed for a long time, and it became it became a struggle for me because there was so many bureaucracy, so many red tape to get things done. You understand? That it was just here in Jamaica. And I'm saying remove those red tape, remove those blue tapes, yeah, and make it easier for persons to do business. And people will go into business for themselves. We're innovative enough, we're skillful enough, we're qualified enough to do it. And what we go into other countries and do for them, we can do it for ourselves here and for our fellow men. Yeah? So all of us need to work together, is what I'm saying. Both the government and the people. We work together to ensure that each one, every single person in this country is fed, is nourished, is been taken care of, is given an education, yeah, food to eat, a place to live, yeah, clothes to wear, all the basic necessities of life. And we want to go beyond the basic necessities of life, right? We want to do like Abraham Maslow said on the hierarchy of need. We want to go right up to self-actualization. We want to be able to to feed our family, send them to school, yeah, to socialize with our friends, right? And do whatever we want to do, like write a book. If we want to write a book, because we don't have to worry about finding food because food is taken care of, so we can now relax and go write a book. But you can't sit and write a book if you're dying of hunger or have to go and fetch food for your family. Yeah? And you don't know where the next meal is coming from. Mm-mm. Yeah. Guys, it's a lot. I know. It's pretty heavy today, right? I try to make it a little lighter tomorrow. I will try to make it a little lighter tomorrow because some of you can't take it so heavy. I know. I understand. Anyways, that's it for today because I know I have laid it on thick for you today, so I gotta give it time to decompress. Yes, but I thank you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for sticking around because I know we had so many interruptions today. I don't know what was going on today. Why all these interruptions today? But you know that's how it is, right? Yes. Some they say in Jamaica, sometimes coffee, sometimes tea. And so today we had tea, right? Or it could be coffee, depending on your perspective, you know. Yeah. But in any case, we were not able to have a continuous feed. It fell several times, but I made it through. Persistence is the key, right? Okay. And as I told you, put the playlist together so that when you are able to watch it, you can now watch it continuously as one feed, right? Thank you for those of you who were able to watch time, and I thank you for valuing mine. Okay, I'm inviting you to, if you've not yet done so, to subscribe to the channel. Also, to invite your friends and loved ones to come and partake. Right. Remember to comment, right, and to share the link with all those in your contacts, so that they too can benefit from whatever it is that you are benefiting from. Right. Okay. And as always, remember the reason I do this, right? Because my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And we're all here to teach each other, right? Each one help one. Okay. We are supposed to be our brother's keeper, and we're to love our neighbors as ourselves. All right. So, guys, remember I'm also on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Omega News JA. Do like, share, and comment. If you would love to come on this program, and I'd love to have you, feel free to send me a direct message on Facebook, okay? And if you have a topic that we should discuss, also send me a message, okay? So, again, I apologize for all interruptions today, but I thank you for sticking with me. And as always, until tomorrow, God willing, stay blessed and be a blessing. Love you.